Good morning. It's Monday. It's a great day. I have a question for you today. The thing I want to ask you is, what will you be remembered for? And is that what you want? Now, I asked myself this question about, when I started this business, what will I be remembered for? Hey, Rel, what is it that drives me? What is my purpose? Was I just put here to pay bills and die and tiptoe through life and not upset others and just go with the flow? Or was I here to make an impact? Was I here to make a difference? When I think about the things that I go after, like the goals that I set, is it big enough? Is it big enough to get me to change what I do daily? If it's not, and if it doesn't scare me enough, and it doesn't really pull something out of me that I didn't even think was there, then it's not big enough. Because most people, life doesn't really hurt that much for most people. It hurts a little bit, but not enough to make a change. So my goal has to drive me, because I'm not going to drive my goal. I know the stages and how we set a goal, and then the goal drives us to do different things, to turn up differently, to ask myself the big questions, the hard questions that sometimes I don't have the answers for, so I've got to dig really deep. Now, those of you that came to Manifest, you would have learned a bit about paradigms, and I know a lot of you that came to Manifest were just watching on the sidelines, but also maybe hearing about paradigms, it was the first time, or you've heard them a lot of times, but you're not doing much about it. The hard work is the way. Now, I'm not talking about toiling out here in the physical. It's the hard work and asking ourselves the hard questions. Who am I? What am I here for? If I keep doing what I'm doing today, will it give me what I want in a year? Is it enough? Do I feel inspired each day? The sun just came out from behind a cloud. Is what I'm doing what I want to be remembered for? If my kids, and this is like, I've done 3 eulogies, so I understand the importance of eulogies and telling the person that has deceased story, what do I want my story to be? What do I want my kids or whoever reads mine to say about me? Do I want them to say, oh, she just never quite believed in herself? Or she sort of just played it safe through life? Or I want them to say, Polly was a go-getter. Polly made big goals. She went after them and she just fucked the how on everything. There was a switching point in Polly when she turned 40. That something just switched in her and she's like, okay, there's something more to life than this, and I'm going to figure out what it is. And Polly got so much out of helping other people change their mindset, helping other people do what she had done, change their relationship with her family, change the relationship with her children, change the relationship with herself, which is the most important thing. What are you going to be remembered for? Have you thought that far into it? And I know sometimes it's not an easy thing to do, but easy doesn't give us what we want. Easy keeps us where we probably are right now. The hard work is asking yourself the questions and then taking action. We are really supported to keep doing the same thing day out than we've already been doing, day out and day out and day out. But is it going to give you what you want? Really? Like, ask yourself this. There are certain questions in Thinking into Results that you have to ask yourself. And they are questions that get you to dig deep. There is also life. What is life about? You were created on purpose, for a purpose. Have you figured out what that is yet? Bye, sweetheart. It doesn't take much. And it's all sitting there waiting for you. Opportunities come to you each and every single day. I gave you an opportunity last week. What are you doing about it? Or are you just planning to keep going the way you're going? Paradigms are so strong, and they are what is pumping out your results. So if you find yourself saying, I just don't have time, your paradigm is in control, because time, I've learned, is extendable. And if we think about it really hard, like, our paradigm controls our productivity, it controls our efficiency. We change our paradigm about how productive we are, we open up a whole lot of time. We become more efficient. Our paradigm controls our logic. A lot of people are doing things that are logical. What if you started doing the illogical? Well, does that scare you a bit? Does that go against who you are up until now? Because you can always change. What about your relationships? I bet you've seen in life that some people just keep picking the same sort of person over and over again, or they have the same whinging. I used to have lunch with 5 ladies, and every single lunch they would be whinging about their husbands. They didn't change. Nothing changed. I stopped going to that lunch. So people are creatures of habit. And if you are not careful, your life will become a habit. Your thinking is a habit. The way you eat is a habit. The way you drive your car is a habit. What you think about money is a habit. What the words that come out of your mouth is a habit. Just think about it. How do you say hi to people? Hi, how you going? Like that, do you change that? Or does it stay the same? And what about when you reply? I'm great, thanks. How about you? Yeah, great, thanks. Or I'm good. What's your reply? Or do you go, oh, the weather's great today? Like, what are some of your habits there? You have to change them. You have to. And it takes work. You think about it. Just have a think about using the different foot to take your first step when you start walking. It takes consciousness. And that's what a lot of us are afraid to do, become conscious, because we think, I just don't have time for that. That means you don't have time for your dreams. You've got to make time. You've got to prioritise. And there will be a gap that you're going to have to change. You know that you're probably doing a lot of things that are maybe taking a time away from what you really want to be doing. Change. So ask yourself the bigger question today. And the big question is, what do I want to be remembered for? What purpose was I purpose-built for? And am I fulfilling that? And if not, you know where we are. All right. Have a great day, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.